All right, guys, this video is sponsored by Big Mo. I'm just kidding. That'd be cool, though. Anyway, excited for that. But that's not what this is about. This is called a cold couple interview. Sari, her name I think is Sarah, Sarai, and Dakota, or his name is Sari. You better be sorry. What are you doing? What are you doing? I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine. All right, you can start the video now. Like I'm playing for like 15 seconds.
All right, Sarah and Dakota. Sarah and Dakota, where are you guys from?
Wait, what? Sarah? His name is Sarah? Who's Sarah?
Originally. Sarah, you're from where?
Memphis, Tennessee.
His name is Dakota? I feel like Sarah is somehow a less feminine name than fucking Dakota. That's why this person's a cuckold. Because their parents named them Dakota as a boy. What are you doing? I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Let's do it.
Memphis. And Dakota, you grew up where?
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
How would you describe your childhood? Sarah?
Horrible. I'm a fucking
Pretty good
cuckold.
for the most part.
I'm a fucking cuckold. What do you mean I describe my childhood? Jesus. Okay.
My parents were always together, but my dad struggled with drugs.
Damn.
And
Maybe it's because your mom was cucking him or something, man. I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, dude. Dakota. What does this do?
When I was 5 or 6, my grandfather like molested me,
That's horrible.
which
Wow.
drove my dad into drugs. Which
Well, I would have made if it was me, I would have drove myself into my dad, right? She said it was her grandfather. I would have lived with a car. That's horrible.
it was rocky a little bit. My mom was an amazing person, and she like kept everything together. It's pretty cool.
You finished high school?
Technically, no. I made it all the way to senior year, and then I turned 18 and dropped out, and then went to summer school, and then I moved away to Oklahoma and quit. And then when I came back to Memphis, he helped me get my GED, and I got my GED.
Dakota helped you.
Yes. Well, he pushed me to get it.
Got it.
Yeah.
What kind of kid were you like in your high school?
That's the problem, right? That's the biggest problem. Is I'm dying. The biggest problem is that like you can't give women confidence because you die in the game. Because once you do that, they leave you for other people, and if they don't leave you, they're just gonna cuck you. So, guys, good relationship advice when you're dating a woman: never make her feel better about herself. Always put her down in really subtle ways so she doesn't realize that you're putting her down. Right? So if she's like, "Oh, how do I look in this dress, honey?" Just be honest with her and be like, "You know what you do? You go like, that's what you do first." You're like, "It's really nice, honey." Roll your eyes a little bit, but don't make it obvious. This way, she'll never leave you because that's just what you have to do. It's called job security. Don't do that. I'm fucking kidding.
High school years as a teenager.
Very shy, withdrawn, bookworm, teacher's pet. Really good at like science, reading, and all that
woman
good
good at
stuff.
science. That's witchcraft.
Sucked at math.
Bro.
But it was a very quiet kid, good kid. Kept
Is that like possible? I know it sounds like really weird. How do you suck at math, but you're like good at science? I know that sounds like a weird thing to ask. I just feel like those go like hand in hand a little bit.
my head down.
And Dakota, what was your childhood like?
My mom had me when she was 15,
Damn.
and she originally didn't want me and tried having an abortion. And when that
Same.
didn't work,
I'm just kidding.
she gave me it for a adoption when I was 11 minutes old. And
11
my
minutes old,
step-grandmother,
How does he know? How does he know that? How does he know 11 minutes old though? That seems weird. That's fucking specific. What he talked to her? He's like, yeah, 11 minutes. That's how long I thought about you for. That's horrible. If I die here, I'm gonna fucking. What's happening? Why did it mute?
minutes old. And my
French.
step-grandmother and grandfather, my grandfather, he was a truck driver and rode motorcycles and stuff his whole life, was kind of a manly man.
Yeah, man.
And all he had was daughters and never got to raise a son.
He probably got cucked, dude. Truck drivers, especially the ones that are actually like real truck drivers. You know, like the fake ones that get to go home at the end of the day. Those are fake truck drivers. But truck drivers, dude, that's a fucking tough job, bro. You're out all the time. I mean, your wife's probably getting something. I don't know, maybe not. But
And so he took the opportunity to raise a son, and him and my grandmother adopted me. and we were broken poor for the most part. We kind of came up for me and her on different spectrums.
Oh, don't want to die.
You grew up wealthy, Sarah?
Upper middle class. My dad was a pretty good airplane mechanic at FedEx for a while until his downfall, and he got kicked out because he failed a drug test.
Oh, I see.
Damn.
So, Dakota,
I'm
you
bad at this
graduated
game.
high school?
No.
No?
No, actually, it was me and my grandma and grandfather. And my grandfather got cancer when I was younger and passed away when I was 14.
That
And
sucks.
so it was me and my grandma, and I started working part-time. And so I was going to school like 3 or 4 days a week and working the rest. And I was working for $20 an hour building fence on a farm.
That ain't bad.
And,
Especially when he's younger. I mean, we're probably the same age, you know? That ain't too bad.
off the table and everything. And I just got to thinking as a young guy that if I worked, 5 or 6 days a week and didn't go to school, that I'd make a lot more money. And so I quit school at 8th grade and started working full time.
8th grade, damn.
How was
$20 an hour at 8th grade, guys? Nothing, no excuse for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Damn.
your childhood with your grandparents?
It was good. It wasn't bad. My grandma was the most loving person in the world.
She was.
Our entire town called her grandma, and she basically raised every child that she came across or tried to.
That's great.
She was a loving person. And my grandpa, he was just, like I said, a man's man. Didn't really take anything, or didn't back talk to him or anything like that. But I wasn't really beaten or anything like that. I just knew not to get loud or not.
That's just a little bit of a suspicious thing you said. I didn't get beaten or anything. Like, I didn't ask. I wasn't thinking you did until you said that. Now I'm thinking a little bit, maybe. But okay.
To say anything wrong or just be respectful, basically. He was, former Marine, truck driver, biker, just kind of a no-nonsense guy that you just showed respect to.
And you and Sarah met how?
Off of, at the time, it was My Yearbook as an online site, and it was intended for like people to stay in contact after they quit school. And we just started. I was in Oklahoma, and I got back in contact when at 17 with my real mother, and then moved to West Memphis to move in with her to try to have a relationship with her. And then I met her when I was just online talking to girls.
And you guys have been together how long?
12 years.
12 years.
Nice.
It's almost like you're married.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We just said that we weren't supposed to get married.
So we've been together 12 years, been living together at least 11.
No kids?
No,
No kids. And how old are you guys?
Not with him, at least, huh?
I'm 29.
I'm 30.
Wow. Wait, they've been together since they were 17 and 18? That sucks. I feel like a lot of relationships that start at that point, like, just do not, there's, like, no longevity in it. Only, what are you looking at, you stupid freak? Waterfall? You're fucking easily amused. Anyway, only because, like, I don't know, man. I feel like, I get it, back in the day, you're kind of forced together and shit, and, like, life started earlier, but nowadays life starts so much later. You know what I mean? Like, you go to college and shit, it's more normal. People actually finish high school. It's one of those things where, like, you grow up and then you grow out of certain spheres so much more quickly, and it's, like, so different. I feel like it's like, very difficult to stay with somebody that you know what I mean? Like, it's just very rare to me to stay with somebody, that you met that early.
So you guys have an interesting aspect to your relationship.
Most would say yes.
How did this come about? It's called cuckolding.
Cucking. You're a cuck.
Tell me how that came about. Was your relationship always this way, or did it develop?
Not always. It didn't start out that way, but it developed that way.
How did that come about?
He looks super uncomfortable.
Do you want me to tell you how we started? Or?
Yeah, tell me.
No.
You started out as a vanilla relationship?
No, not at all. We were never vanilla. We started out actually in the BDSM. I was really into the BDSM and like slavery and sub stuff and all of that.
Whoa, what did you say? Sorry, I'm gonna roll that back for a second.
Into the BDSM and like slavery and sub stuff and all of that fun stuff.
Slavery and sub stuff. Wow. That's a lot of words. Okay, so she is, what I'm hearing here is she likes black guys, which is nothing wrong with that, but it's a little more than just liking black guys. It sounds like she likes to dominate black guys, but not just dominate them, also be their master. What the fuck?
And so we started out as he was my master. Like we went that we were that level.
Okay, sorry. Never mind. My bad. Okay.
And my mom found out because she looked through my phone because she was very nosy, even though I was 18 at the time. She was
Okay.
one of those very controlling moms at the time. And she freaked out because she saw me calling him master. And she's
Okay.
like, "You can't be together anymore. No, you're never going to be together." So at 18, I left and moved into Oklahoma where we did that
Damn, she really wanted him to be her master so bad she left home. That's crazy. Holy fuck.
for a while. And then we got invited from one of his master friends to a big swingers party.
Master
And it was a
friends.
lot of fun. So then we just started doing swinging. And then when we moved back to Tennessee, it was just easier to do the swinging, and because there was a bigger swingers community here than there was in Oklahoma.
They moved just to have a swingers community. That's some fucking commitment right there, boy.
So it developed into something different than Dakota being your master.
Yes. Slowly we stopped the swinging and then started doing like threesomes and
Why she keeps sniffing? You hear that? It's
all
weird.
that stuff. And then it turned into me pretty much telling him I'm sleeping with whomever I want, and you're just going to sit in the corner and watch.
Why? How did that evolve?
So you
like
became
that?
a master, kind of.
I am.
What?
And Dakota, how does that sit with you?
I like it. I enjoy it.
You enjoy it?
Really?
So,
Yeah.
so
I
what,
think
what
doesn't
does
really
this
have a
look
choice.
like? I
Wow.
mean, Sarah will bring home men, or tell me what happens.
Yeah, she'll bring home guys, or we'll go meet guys at like hotel rooms or stuff.
Wow.
But normally she just brings them home.
Why would you
Yep.
do that?
I like the comfort of my own home.
These are just random guys you'll meet.
Well, I have a black only preference, so all of them are black. But yes,
Hey, I was right. I was right. I was correct. Don't fucking come at me for that shit. I was fucking correct. She's a black only preference. Okay. I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. I just like the whole, slave master thing. She's the master now. What'd I say?
and I've made them on websites, or I've given my number out to people and random and just invited them over, like a
Wow.
guy through a drive-through. I thought
Why?
he was cute, so I gave him my number and he showed up that night.
Damn.
And this happens how often?
I can't believe the guy showed up. He's just some fucking girls like, you want to fuck me? He's like, yeah, sure. Like, that's weird as fuck. I'm afraid of STDs.
I try to do it.
This is why we don't have universal health care, because people like this just fucking waste all our money, dude. You're gonna waste all our money on that shit? It's crazy.
At least once or twice a week, but work, it's really hard.
You guys are both working.
Yes, we work full time,
Wow.
but
And you,
I do it every opportunity I can when I get free time.
Twice the past week.
Yeah, twice so far.
and Dakota,
Yeah,
you'll sit in the room and watch.
To watch and record and stuff like that,
Really?
or
Record.
whatever the guys want me if they want me to do stuff.
So what is your?
Sorry, what? Sorry, what was that last part? Whatever the guys want you to do, you do stuff with them? Is that what you're telling me? You do stuff with them? That's fucked up, bro. What the hell are you doing? Okay.
Experience of this? Is it humiliating? Is it
Yeah, you're
tantalizing?
fucking-
Is it exciting? Is it?
Your fucking Marine father or grandfather would be like, just disappointed, bro. I'm sorry. That's fucking crazy. But I guess, I guess love is love, right?
What is it?
It is humiliating, but it's also sexy to watch a guy basically perform better than I can. It's almost like watching porn.
Do you think porn is what kind of led you into this?
What the fuck?
Not really.
Being a voyeur? No.
Not really.
Damn.
So I think it went from us doing like threesomes and swinging, into us both realizing that it was more fun if I was just watching and she was playing with the guys.
How did you realize? How did you come to realize that? Like, that's my question. How did you come to realize? How did you come to realize it was more fun to just watch, and that you like part of this is that you're bad in bed or something? Like, what the fuck?
And you'll
There's
pick up
no
different
way.
guys each time.
Well, I've got my regulars that I like, but yeah, I cycle through guys sometimes, unless I find a regular that I really, really like, and then I'll play with him quite a bit.
My God.
But you're more closely bonded with Dakota than all these other guys, I assume, right?
Oh yes, most definitely.
You're not going to leave Dakota for somebody you
Never.
Well, I mean, why would she? She gets to fucking fuck whoever she wants, whenever she wants. Like, why would she leave? You know what I mean? She gets to have sex with her. And I'm assuming that he works and takes care of her. Oh, fuck. Takes care of her. So, that's fucking great. Dude, is he really happy in that relationship dynamic? That's bananas. That's just bananas to me.
I will laugh at them and tell them no, sorry, not gonna happen.
Oh, because I'm sure so many of them are like, please be with me. Please be with me. I feel like that's just not happening, bro. I mean, I could just be wrong. Maybe I'm just a sussy baka, but
You're gonna take me, and then he's gonna be there whether you like it or not.
and you have a sex life that continues with Dakota.
No,
So you guys don't have sex.
no,
Not in the traditional sense.
no, not in the traditional.
what is it?
sense at
What
all.
does that mean?
Oh,
What
really?
is
So
like?
And Dakota-
What does non-traditional sex look like? It's just not sex.
do you have sex of any sort with anyone?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
What the fuck, bro?
Where do you see this progressing? This is an unusual
It is very
unusual relationship, I would say.
I guess I have become possessive. It's mine. He's mine. I control what he does when it comes to sex and all
Is that
stuff.
your personality to be so dominant, be the boss?
No, it didn't used to be. It's because of him. I used to be very shy and not confident at all. He's given me a lot of confidence over the years.
Well, see, what I tell you? I was joking before, but like some people, not women, but some people will take that confidence and they'll fucking run with it, boy. God damn. Jesus.
And she's submissive to the other guys as well.
Oh yeah, I am submissive to my partners, but dominant to him.
I don't know what to say. I'm just fucking flabbergasted, brother. I don't understand what the fuck's happening right now. Is this just going
It's
back?
interesting. So Dakota, you enjoy being the sub, as they call it?
Yeah. It's quite a bit of fun. It's because my whole life in jobs and everything, I've always been
What's
in
fun about
power,
it?
like the supervisor or something. And it's nice for somebody else to have the power and me not to have to worry about everything that's going to happen. I can just kind of go with it.
Oh, so outside of your home life, you're the boss typically at work.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we own our
whatever,
own
man.
business, so I'm the boss of our little company.
What's the business called? Is it just fucking, what do you sell your wife's farts? Like, what the fuck?
He likes driving a lot more than I do too.
What is this thing supposed to be?
But at home, she's the boss.
Yes.
Yeah, we've established that.
And you used to be the boss, right?
Yep.
Yeah. How is it different now for you?
Well, she controls every aspect basically now and has the same control that I had.
Wow.
And I
Incredible.
just pretty much ask permission before I really do anything.
That's amazing life. I wish that was me, honestly.
Have you ever had like interactions
Yeah,
with,
just go
with guys
wrong,
that just went bad, or are they always pretty much what you have planned?
What do you mean by
I mean, like,
bad?
you know, does a guy ever have expectations that, like, why is there a guy in the room or anything like that?
No. Well, if I have guys like that, I'll normally just have him like sit outside the door and watch. That way he's still watching and everything, but
How the fuck does he sit outside the door and watch? We got cameras going on?
the guy can be like, I'm not being watched. I can't really see, but he's just outside the door.
Is this arousing for you, Dakota? It is.
Because I know they're more physically fit or they're bigger or stuff like that. They can perform better, basically, I guess.
You guess? Dude, I don't know. Like, listen, this is fucking like 8 levels of what the fuck. Like, listen, I get like mutual, like, poly relations, whatever. You both want to fuck, whatever. But they fuck in front of him, and she doesn't even fuck him at all. That's the weird part. I guess that's the weirdest part to me. It's like, it's already weird that she's fucking other dudes in front of him. But like, he's not even having sex with her sometimes. That's weird to me. That's really weird to me. Like, I don't understand that dynamic. Like, what I don't get it, because he keeps saying the other guys are better than him and better than him. Like, why does he think that? She has to have fucking like gaslit him into that, because like sex with different people is just different. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, maybe if her thing was like, yeah, like to have sex with different guys to get like different experiences, like, okay, I can get that. No, he doesn't sleep with anybody else, not at all. But like, you're not even fucking your husband. Like, if you love him, there should be like an emotional positive to fucking him. I was like, yeah, I fucked these other guys, and maybe they're like better, but like I feel more physically entwined with him because he's my husband or my boyfriend. I feel like she just doesn't love this guy, but she's with him because he's running a business for her. He's doing all like I'm sure she works, but like she's running the business and all that shit, or he's running the business and everything, and she's just getting a bunch out of him, and she's got him like fucking under his fucking, under her fucking toes.
In the physical
I guess he wishes that.
aspect.
Yeah. So Sarah, all the partners you bring in, the African American men, how do they compare to?
Just say black guys, dude. Don't be fucking weird. The African American men. I feel like white people overcorrect so hard. Like you're not allowed to call them the N word anymore, obviously. But you don't have to say African American. It's just weird to call them black guys. Black guys, all right. All right, that's what I say. Although, you know what, some people from like non-native Black Americans probably would get pissed off. I've called like a Haitian person black before they get mad at me, so maybe that makes more sense. I don't know. Whatever. We're going too deep.
Dakota as a sexual partner.
Let me
What was the
answer.
question?
All the partners you
Sorry,
In the physical aspect.
Yeah.
I fucking ranted.
So Sarah, all the partners you bring in, the African American men, how do they compare to Dakota?
Oh man,
as a
what a
sexual
question!
partner?
What a question, brother! What a question! Come on, man. That's violating. That's out of pocket.
Let me answer. Or?
Yeah, you can answer.
Don't say it, dude.
They're just a lot bigger than I am, honestly. Like several times bigger.
Bigger? How the fuck big are you? Like, I don't understand. Like, how several times bigger than you? Like, fuck. Like, I got like a nice average cock. I got like a nice 5.5, maybe like 5.6. Who's counting though, right? It's got a decent amount of girth though. several times bigger than that. Would be like fucking 15 inches, bro. So like, how fucking big is this guy? What is he? Just a thumb? I feel terrible for this guy.
The black men are much more well endowed than you are.
Yeah, they're much bigger than I am, and it's just an aspect of she seems to have more fun with them. She's louder. She seems to enjoy it more.
I was like, there's a reason I like doing it in my bedroom and not in hotel rooms. Doing it in the comfort of my own home and not in a hotel room where there's walls on either side.
It's interesting because obviously Dakota has evolved to a point where your happiness is more important than his pride.
Yes. A lot of men won't do that, and that's probably
I
half
would say
the problem.
99.9% of men won't do that.
That's
Yeah,
a
I
lot
do,
of problems
bitch.
with the world.
With
Men
the
need to be
world.
a little bit more humble and listen to their women.
Yeah, oh, no, listen, I totally agree. Men need to be a little more humble as their women, but that doesn't mean that I would ever let my wife fuck anybody else. You're insane. You're a psychotic fucking animal for thinking, fuck that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
And Dakota, you're not feeling. I mean, there's humiliation. You mentioned that.
Yeah, there's humiliation, and I guess in some aspects it kind of makes me feel like less of a man sometimes. But in all honesty, it doesn't bother me that bad at all. Because it's just.
I feel like if it makes you feel like less of a fucking man, then maybe it does. Maybe. Just thinking. Maybe it does bother you a little bit.
she wants and she's happier.
Once you open your mind, it makes you more of a man.
Yeah.
Actually,
No, not at
you're
all.
great. You're a great partner to her. She's
Disagree.
free to do whatever she wants. Her happiness
I-
is more important to you than your pride.
Yeah,
No.
and I get away with a lot of stuff that most people or guys wouldn't get away with, like buying motorcycles or buying stupid cars or spending money on stupid stuff.
What are you talking about? Let me tell you, I love my wife to death, and she's incredible to me. And like we've talked about it because we talked about getting a new car, and we came to the conclusion, both of us, that like we don't really need a new car right now. We really just don't. But if I wanted to, and she's even said this, she said, like, if you really want it, you buy whatever the fuck you want. But I think that we should save money for this, right? I'm listening to my wife, but I could do whatever the fuck I want too. Like, what do you think? Buying a motorcycle? You're running the business. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you should always get together and have these financial conversations, but you're running a fucking business. It's like your money. If you really like, I want a motorcycle, I'm going to get this new motorcycle. As long as it doesn't fucking like destroy your way of life, who cares? There's no way. Most guys can get away with that shit as long as they have like the financial viability or capability. Like, what? It just sounds like she's letting you have little toys while she gets fucking dick down dirty. Bro, come on. Like, it's one of those things like, whose fault is this really? I'm not trying to be a fucking dickhead, but I mean, what the fuck?
Guns and cars and stupid stuff like
A
that.
happy wife goes a long way.
If you make your woman happy, you get so many more things.
Yeah, well, my wife doesn't need to be that happy. I'll tell you that much. She does not need to be that.
And
fucking happy.
meeting African American men is not a problem for you. You just do it online, or how do you do it?
Mostly online, but sometimes I do it in person. That's what this whole tattoo means. It's supposed to symbolize I'm exclusive to black guys. It's a Queen of Spades.
What did you have a tattoo on your body that says that you like to get fucked by black guys? How much worse could this get? Like, I don't care about the black guy part, but like to me, it's like you have a tattoo on your body that signifies that like specifically don't love the person you're with. Like if my fucking wife got a tattoo that said I love I love women or something. Like I exclusively am for girls. I'd be like, what the fuck are you, dude? What the fuck? What the fuck is that? I'm a fucking guy. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck is this shit? What are you doing? Oh my god. Holy fuck. Bro, I swear to God. This guy, after he like ends up losing control, he's gonna like stab her to death and like cut that tattoo off and fucking eat it. And like that's how they're gonna find him in the corner, fucking chewing on it, while she's just like fucking just blood curdled, you know.
And what it means is that I am
That's
only
crazy.
exclusive to black guys. It's pretty much a, hey, I want to fuck you, or I want to have sex with you. Come, all you got to do is come and ask, and I will be more than willing to.
And that's what that tattoo
Yes, that's what the tattoo means.
means, really.
Yes, I have it on my chest so everybody can see it.
I would almost say that, like, even if we're together in public and a guy sees it, it's almost like a permission.
Yeah, it's
Like a-
permission. Like, come say hi.
You have permission to talk to her, flirt with her, stuff like that.
Wow,
In a
that's
way.
disgusting.
Are you guys thinking of having kids?
No, please
We've
don't.
tried having kids since year 5 of this 12-year relationship.
Thank God.
But
There is a
over
God.
the years of
There's a God.
just not using protection,
There's a
all
God.
safely, mind you. I just realized that I just wouldn't get pregnant, and we've even tried.
Thank
like,
you, bro. Thank Jesus Christ Almighty. I'm sorry if that comes off as rude, but holy fucking shit on my balls, dude. That's That's the last thing we need is these two having a fucking baby together to be raised like shit because they don't love each other. That would be something else. That would be fucking terrible.
Like doing the whole planning stuff and having intercourse and stuff like that when you're ovulating, and just never happened. Ever.
Wow.
Never even had a scare. Not a once in our entire 12
Why
years.
would it be scary
Using
if you're
condoms with all
looking?
your partners?
Why would it be a scare if you're looking? That's a fucking self-report to me right there. We've never had a scare before. Why would it be a scare?
No.
I don't.
And you're not worried about getting pregnant.
But she doesn't wear condoms with the fucking other guys that she fucks around with? That's fucking brutal. Holy fuck. I mean, I feel like that means she's probably like open to it, even if she's infertile. She's like, I hope one day one of these black guys can get me fucking pregnant. That would be so good. Oh my goodness. Holy
No,
fuck.
I'm not.
It seems like you're not going to get.
We'd like to.
I would like to, but
What'd I just say? Dude, how the fuck do I call it? What the fuck did I just say? She wants to get fucking pregnant by one of these black guys. I fucking told you. Dude, how is this guy? This gets somehow worse. There's no way. Like, dude, this girl wants to have fucking babies with somebody that's not you. How the fuck how does she love you? There's no way. There's no fucking way, dude. Holy shit. Listen, I know this is probably rough, but what the fuck are you doing, bro? Holy fuck. I feel terrible. What does she do to this guy? What's going like what does she have? What does he get out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the benefit in this relationship for him at all?
I've just never been able to.
You'd be okay if it was one of your other partners rather than Dakota?
That's what we've tried to.
Oh, that's what you're aiming for.
Yes, it is. If I have kids, I want it to be mixed.
Will you tell the father?
If I know who the father is.
So is he gonna raise this fucking kid that's not his too? Holy shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck,
I mean,
bro?
I was like, we're not going to ask for child support or anything.
And we wouldn't wanna
The kid
hide
will
it or
still be
anything either.
his, but
Yeah.
be very open about that as well.
Oh my god.
I don't want them to have any responsibilities. It'll still be our kid.
We wouldn't want to take anything away from them if they wanted
Yeah.
anything like that.
That's true. In all fairness. I wouldn't ask for child support, though, like any of that stuff.
Wow. High value woman.
Because in the years we've been together, and with stuff I've done with other girls, I've never had any scares and never almost got a girl pregnant. And going to the doctor, they attributed it to my size and everything, and not being able to perform right or well. And
Sorry, what?
other girls, I've never had any scares and never almost got a girl pregnant. And going to the doctor, they attributed it to my size and everything, and not being able to perform right or well.
Okay, I don't know what that means, perform right or well. There's something that they're not saying, but like I've fucked the shit out of my wife religiously. Like my size doesn't get in the way. When it comes to sperm potency, I don't know if weight in men actually is a factor, or more than like things like metformin could potentially be a negative factor. But I'm sure like eating like shit is not fucking helpful. Like let's not pretend that it is. But like, why? There's just so many. Is this gonna hurt me if I walk up to this? There seems to be like, oh yeah, it is hard as fuck. There seems to be like so many different weird ways that like that he feels like he's just not, he's inadequate. What the hell?
And then with her and the other guys, so it's just because at first we didn't know if it was me not able to get her pregnant, her able to get pregnant.
Sounds like both
And then
of
with
you.
the other-
It sounds like there's a Jesus and there's a God and Christ Almighty, and they decided to make both of you infertile. So I'm sorry that's mean, but Jesus Christ.
The guys and everything is both of us, I guess.
Yes, we both have problems. That's okay.
No kidding.
We did what we horribly called a breeding party and did like a gangbang where we checked all the guys, had papers and everything for like tests and everything. But the whole point of it was to have like 6 or 7 guys come over and all of them attempt to get her pregnant.
Increase the chances pretty
When
much.
she was ovulating. And
Wow. It's a moment of silence for this guy. Are you fucking serious right now, bro? What the fuck? A breeding party? 7 guys? Incredible. Just incredible.
And it never worked.
yeah, I guess if you don't get pregnant after that, it don't really. And we've done the tests and everything. They all came back that she can get pregnant. So we haven't went and got the more extensive tests and stuff like that. But
It costs a lot.
all the initial testing all came back perfect.
Okay.
Tis what it is. We're happy.
At this point, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. It's not something we're going to try or not try for, I guess.
Right. I would assume that this kind of relationship requires really great communication and trust
Oh, yes.
between the two of you.
Yeah.
You feel closer since the relationship changed?
There's no way.
I don't think so. I think we've always been
No,
really
we've
close.
always been.
There's no way to feel close. Like, I'm not even making a joke. There's no way to fucking feel closer after this shit. What are you talking about?
I don't feel any different. I from the first couple years we've been together till 12 years from now.
And after you have an interaction
So
with,
you've never wanted to fuck this guy? Well, what is that? What is it like? She's never felt any different, which means she's never wanted to fuck this guy ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why are they together? What the fuck?
some guy you met who comes by and just does his business and leaves,
Mhm.
you guys will talk about it afterwards, or you'll.
Yeah, he helps clean up, does all that fun stuff. Then we just pretty much like, it's puppy dog. We cuddle, watch movies, play games. Just we're in a really good mood.
Shower and go back to
Yeah,
the mall.
shower and go back to hanging out.
Or whatever's we got going on.
And it's a normal. Other than the other sexual partners, it's a fairly normal relationship. It sounds like.
For the most part, yeah. People would think it's weird
Okay.
that sometimes I'll have him just like wearing panties and stuff around the house, or
Bro, how is... Well, how is it getting worse? You know what the problem here, guys, is that we're the problem. This is just our toxic masculinity saying that we want to be respected equally to women in relationships. That really is our fucking problem. You know what I mean? I mean, we really are the issue here.
I've gotten lots of people who've been like, "You're cheating on him. You don't really love him," and all this.
True, you do not love him. You don't love him. That's true. There's no other fucking way based on everything that's going on here. There's no way you love this guy. There's no fucking way.
You just don't understand.
I do.
think
I understand better than I'm better than you. I understand better than you. Shut the fuck up. Bro, you did not love this guy from the fucking jump. And instead of breaking up with him, you guys have crafted this insane fucking relationship with each other where like you just emotionally fucking berate him on a daily basis. That's exactly what's happening. Okay?
I said just people just are too close-minded.
Yeah, I don't know how many times you don't really love her, or she doesn't really love you.
don't.
You should leave her. Blah 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 blah.
Like, listen, open-mindedness means that like you guys don't get killed in society. Like, you should be able to do whatever you want, but it doesn't mean that I have to think that you're not a real piece of shit bitch. And that, like, I mean, honestly, come on.
So you just don't understand.
Okay, whatever.
In the past, when I would talk to girls, it would always turn to this weird aspect. We're going to save you from her and show you how a woman should treat you and all this.
I'm an abuser.
What? Wait, and he didn't take that up? Take them up on the offer? Bro, you are certainly and truly lost within the sauce, brother.
It's a
you don't
horrible person.
You're not interested.
You're a fucking idiot.
You're faithful to Sarah.
Yep.
Even though she's
Terrible.
unfaithful to you.
Yep.
Oh, dude, this guy's a fucking crafty genius. Hold on.
My grandmother, who's now passed away.
Hold on.
You're not interested.
Mm-mm.
You're faithful to Sarah.
Yep.
Even though she's unfaithful to you.
Listen, okay, hold on. Let me... So when it comes to faithfulness, remaining loyal and steadfast, I wouldn't interpret like being in a relationship like this to be unfaithful because like everything is consensual, you know? But like you know what I'm saying? So I would consider it faithful. It's just like, but if they're saying it's unfaithful, I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking into this. I feel like they're acknowledging like this is just fucked.
Yep.
My grandmother, who's now passed away, used to tell everybody that she's the only reason I'm still alive. So I was into a bunch of like dealing drugs, just hanging out with the wrong people, getting in trouble, when I was 16, 17, 18. And then I met her and I quit drinking, quit smoking, quit doing everything basically. And just went
So you quit being fun? I'm just kidding.
straight edge to be with her. And then changed my life for the better to be with her. And
You didn't have a license until he got with me.
So Sarah's influence.
Bro, he was 18 when you guys met. What do you mean he didn't have a fucking license till you guys got together? You guys, like, when I met my wife, I became a better man, 100%. But I was older when I met my wife. So, like, I'm already established. So me becoming a better man after, like, meeting my wife is very different because I'm not really in, like, the phase of my life where, like, I'm still, like, growing, you know? But, like, dude, you were 18. Like, you're naturally just, when I met him, he didn't have his license. 18 years old. Like, that's somewhat normal. I got my license at, like, 19. Like, or maybe I got it at 18. But, like, whatever, you get my point? Like, that's like the shining example. He was like 18 when they met, and then he stopped drinking and fucking around. Yeah, because he's a kid. Like I used to get fucking drunk when I was like 16. You know, it's a joke by the way, but I used to go to family parties and my mom would be like, yeah, you can drink as long as you're around me, and that's why I hate drinking now because I've been like, it's like whatever to me. But dude, like he just grew out of it because he's a fucking adult. Like he was a kid. Like, oh yeah, I attribute so much of my good parts of my life to this. That's like, bro, you were just growing up. Like you're just like, and you attribute like you just becoming older as a person to like her fucking somehow she did it for you. That's insane.
On your life has been.
yeah, I've had several vehicles and no license. Just been doing everything young and dumb, basically. Until I got with her, and she was like, all right, look, we got to.
Like you get in trouble with the law and things like that?
He had 2 vehicles that were impounded and taken in Oklahoma.
Johnny
that I was
Law!
driving with, no license, and they just impounded the vehicles.
Wow.
Are drugs a part of your life? Or lives?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. Does that help with the sexual appetite?
Sometimes. I mostly for like the anxiety, depression, stuff like that.
I wonder why you're depressed. Is it because you're with somebody that you don't love? Like what?
And then
A lot of weed.
yeah, smoke a lot of weed.
But nothing hard.
None of the harder drugs.
Because of my childhood or whatever, I've never ever wanted to do anything hard. Never even thought about it.
Except for hard
I was
black
12 years
cock.
old and I found my dad's crack pipe in the yard one day. And that, I don't know, it left a lasting impression that I'd never ever want to do anything like that.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we'll do eggs or MDMA every once in a while, and I really like shrooms.
My life is a lot better. I stopped drinking and partying. By the way, we do fucking ecstasy and MDMA. So, but that doesn't count. That doesn't count though. Somehow, I don't know how that doesn't count. But okay,
That's the hardest we've ever done.
it's pretty
Sarah,
hard.
do you think there was something in your
Maybe I'm just
upbringing,
a
your
pussy.
childhood that made this, work for you or give you this desire to have all these multiple partners and do it, outside of your relationship with your main partner?
Yeah, probably.
I don't think when it comes
I mean, like she said that she was molested by her grandfather, I think. So it's totally possible that something happened in her life that like where she felt like she had like this absolute lack of control, and this is her way of trying to get that control back. I mean, that's possible. We don't have to go like super deep into psychoanalysis of it, but that's possible. But damn, bro. God damn.
comes to the swinging and stuff, but the more like darker, like the more sadistic and that kind of BDSM stuff, I would attribute to what happened when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I
What's
don't know
sadistic
what else.
stuff?
Like when I remember when I was younger, I was like, this isn't normal. So I guess that's the only thing that really stands out to me that could change or sway my opinions on what
I
I
don't know if you
like.
can even imagine it, but do you think if the sexual abuse had not happened, that maybe this kind of relationship wouldn't be existing in your life?
Maybe, or it wouldn't be to the extreme that it is now. But
No, well,
I'm
you're
happy.
you're a product of your environment. I still think this is fucking crazy.
the way it is,
You guys are happy, and you're happy.
Very.
You're happy with your relationship.
oh, very
You seem
yes.
to be. Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, can I have an answer from him? Are you?
And-
Hold on. Sorry. Ask the question.
Extreme
Again?
that it is now. But I'm happy with the way it is.
You guys are happy, and you're happy.
Very.
You're happy with your relationship.
oh, very
You seem
yes.
to be. Yeah.
He just doesn't even nod. Yes.
And Dakota, do you see yourself?
There's no way this dude's happy. Come on. There's just no fucking way. There's just no
becoming
way.
more active sexually, or do you long for that, or do you just no longer have an appetite for it, the desire?
I'm not sure, honestly, because it's still going down, basically. Because it was a lot, and then it's kind of just dwindled down to not really anything.
And you're still a young man, so you should have
I'm 30.
a strong sex drive.
Yeah.
But you have none at all?
I do, but I
No,
just,
it's not to say he doesn't do anything sexual. He just doesn't have intercourse. I don't allow him to do that. Like he's still, like I'll make him edge and do all that stuff, but he just doesn't intercourse and no other females. Like I'm very possessive. He's mine.
And so he's not allowed to have other partners.
Not unless I specifically say so when I'm there.
But he's made to watch you have all the kind of partners you want.
Yes.
You feel like that's fair?
normal relationship, probably not.
Yeah, I
but-
say in a normal relationship, no, but in my relationship, yes, because it's my relationship and I'm in charge, and it's what I want to do.
And Dakota's cool with that.
I still talk to other girls, like text message and stuff like that, but I don't do anything with them. And that's just as fun for me. I enjoy it. I like the communication and the talking and stuff like that.
What do you guys learn from this lifestyle that you've gotten into? Do you have any insights into relationships and love, and because you
Always be open.
you guys seem very committed to each other.
Oh yeah, always be open, try new things, talk about stuff. Like if something's bothering you or you want to try something, don't be afraid to talk to your partner about it.
Fucking whole.
If you are afraid to talk to them, you might not should be.
Yeah, if you are afraid to talk to them about it, then you should probably rethink your relationship
Or
and your
somebody you
commitment.
can't talk to about it.
Do you guys tell each other everything?
Yes.
There's no secrets. There's nothing that you're.
No.
Yeah.
If we want to try something, we try it, even if it's the most weird thing ever.
Like the
Like, I remember having a dream when we first got together about him peeing on me in the shower, and I was like, it turned me on in my dream, and it sounded like a lot of fun. So I was like, I felt comfortable enough to go to him and be like, "Hey, I want to try this. It sounds like fun."
Okay.
And then we tried it, and I realized, yeah, I like some aspects of it, but others not so much.
What is it? What aspect of pee do you? I mean, like, listen, that comparatively is totally fucking normal to me. Only because of what the fuck they're saying. Like, I'm not even phased by the piss shit, because like it's definitely, I mean, it's just it's different. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the fucking same as what's going on here. But like, what aspect of the pee do you like versus like not liking? Like, I don't understand that. You know, like what the fuck?
And we just learned.
And she literally came to me like, I had a dream like this and it seemed kind of fun. You want to try it? Sure. It was kind of like the master slave stuff originally when we first got together. I was kind of into it. It seemed fun. But when you have a young woman say, you can do whatever you want to me, you can be in charge. It's like, all right, that sounds fun.
Hand you a whip. Be like, here, whip me.
Dakota, is it more fun being the submissive rather than the dominant in the relationship?
Honestly, it's the actions themselves. Like, where I would explain whether it's choking somebody or being choked, it's just the aspect of it.
Okay.
Like, just the added aspect. It's not really me doing it or somebody else doing it. If that makes sense.
No, it doesn't. Thanks though.
Like he really likes sex, like the aspect of everything, whether he's doing it or he's watching it being done.
No, I personally, sometimes I like to watch porn, but I personally like the sex better. It's a little bit more engaging, literally.
It's almost like
If that makes sense.
You're a connoisseur of
Pretty.
More like a cuntosaur, if you know what I'm saying. That was just a joke about liking pussy, but he doesn't, so apparently.
of sex. It sounds like,
Yeah, so.
and your wife is the canvas, basically.
I fucking lose 40 strength using this.
How
piece of
many
shit.
partners have you had outside of this relationship?
What do you mean outside, like of me and
how
him?
many guys have you roughly brought in?
Brought into my relationship? Oh, yeah. I'd say what, 200-300 plus.
Yeah, if
He's
it's
been doing this a really long time.
if it's 2 a week,
Like it will depend if you count
Well,
just the cuckold type stuff, or if you count everything we've done over the years.
Oh, right,
The
because they did the threesomes and shit, right?
The week was 2 guys each time. So that would be 4 this week.
oh, so it's two guys at a time.
Yeah.
What, she was getting fucked by 2 dudes at a time? I like the zoom in on her, like they're both like their stomachs and shit.
Yeah, multiple. I've had sometimes on our anniversary before COVID, we would have gangbangs for our anniversary, and I would have 4 or 5, 6 guys in a hotel room or at the house, and he would watch and film. And that was our anniversary gift to each other.
Our was it 8 or 9 year anniversary? We had 8 or 9 guys. Like the number of year we've been together, so many guys came over.
Bro, you're doing it to yourself at this point.
And these are all African American men.
Mhm.
Yes.
And you're always in the corner watching.
Yes.
It's funny because at first doing it or seeing it online, you would think like they look down upon you, but they all like act like I'm cool as shit. And everything. You're so cool, man. You're cool as fuck. You're not like everybody else.
Oh, he's making friends. He's making friends with them. He's like, they just fucked his wife. He's like, oh man, you're cool. Okay.
Because most partners would get very jealous
hmm
Yeah.
or be uneasy with the whole thing.
A lot of men do.
Like before
Oh,
the
shit.
pandemic, we would go to like parties. It would be like swingers, but it'd be all white girls and black guys, and then it'd be me and her, and it would be like 30 black guys. I'd just be walking around talking to everybody, and just treat me cool as fuck, and just how cool it was that we were there. That I
Yeah,
brought.
because they don't really see you as a kind of a threat. You know, like they're just like, oh, it's just some white guy here. He's just chilling.
Her there or stuff like that.
What do you think most people that have vanilla relationships don't understand about what's out there, what they could be experiencing? It seems like you guys maybe have discovered something.
I think people take sex way too serious.
Yeah, religion and has made you think that sex is taboo and bad, and it's really not.
No, trust me, religion has not made me think sex is taboo and bad. Maybe for some people, I just think it's really weird to. This relationship is fucking insane. Like,
It's just fun.
they're not just like sleeping with other people. She's fucking other guys. He's not allowed to fuck other guys. And they fuck the guys in front of him. And it's because he's not good in bed. And it's because he's inadequate. You know what I mean? Like, these are all the fucking aspects here. It's fucking crazy.
And when you stop thinking of it as something you have to do, and just think of it as fun, there's a lot more you're open to do.
And it's not so much about controlling your partner as it is about just enjoying your partner
Yep.
and what they enjoy.
Yep.
Well, it's like 'cause I consider myself a straight guy, and I don't look at other men and think they're attractive or sexy. But if a guy comes over and wants me to do something with him and her, I will. Like, it doesn't bother me to do stuff with guys. It used to bother me quite a bit, but it's just fun. It's just sex. It's not like I don't know.
And when your dominant's telling you to suck dick, you suck dick.
I'm sorry? Say it again, please.
I said when your dominant tells you to do something, you do it.
To another guy.
To anybody.
So sometimes Dakota is getting involved with the other guys.
If they're okay with it, yeah.
What the fuck?
We just have to have open minds, I guess, right?
Yes.
Pretty much what they're okay with.
Yeah.
Like-
I get a mixed bag. It's like 50-50. Some guys are okay with it and some guys aren't. But we do whatever. So whatever the guy's comfortable with is what we do. We try to accommodate him.
And I don't really understand it, but some of the guys don't want me to watch, but they're fine with me recording. It's like they're fine with me looking at them with the phone between us, but they don't want me looking at them without the phone between us. So me recording makes a lot of the guys more comfortable because it's something other than me just being there, I guess. Or instead of me enjoying them being there, it's like I'm recording and stuff.
All guys are different and have weird quirks. You realize.
Yeah, and we joke that she gets other guys and I get motorcycles. Like, I've got 2 bikes.
Well,
That's my passion in life is motorcycles.
Definitely a joke.
You guys are both satisfied.
Yep, compromise.
Compromises. That's very important is compromises too. You got to be willing to compromise or meet halfway. You can't be stubborn.
And I don't know if it had a lot to do with us changing from me being dominant to her, but I had a motorcycle accident in 2015 and was told there was a great chance I might never walk again.
Damn.
Like, it broke my back, neck, 8 ribs, collapsed my left lung, broke my collarbone was sticking out, broke my shoulder, my pelvis. They ripped my left thumb off. They had to surgically repair it. Like, the only thing that kept it attached was the motorcycle gloves I had on. I was escorting a funeral.
Is that what happened? His thumb came off, so they used his thumb penis or something to like reattach it or something like that. That's fucking crazy.
And I was standing there with, the sirens on and the flashers on, telling people to stop, and this lady decided she wasn't going to stop. And I spent 2 weeks in the hospital, a week in the hospital.
It was a little over a week.
And this was 2015, and so I was 22, and being told you may never walk again at 22
Damn.
was terrifying. And I don't know if I'd have made it through it without her, because there for a few years I was very depressed and couldn't do anything. And it was
Is this when the cucking started? After he got into this like horribly serious fucking motorcycle accident?
like a year of me, not being in a walker, being able to do stuff, and then a year of me walking in a cane, and then a year of me walking, normally until now.
No, see, we lost everything because of that wreck. I moved in with my parents and everything. It took us a while to get back up, but we did it.
And that's when a lot of the hurt playing with guys came in, because I physically was unable to for years, and we've always been so sexual that it didn't seem, it wasn't her fault to have the accident, and it didn't seem fair her not to be able to do anything or have fun or enjoy stuff.
Wait, so this whole thing started with an accident. Okay, I can kind of understand, like, okay, they got into a big accident and their sex life drastically changed, so it was time for a bit of a change. I get that, and I could even understand why they'd open the relationship if he can't really be sexual anymore, but I don't get the whole inadequacy part, because that's fucked to me. How do you open this? Is there like a way to do it? The inadequacy part, I don't get that, because like this is a situation where like it's not in your control. So that just seems like fucked to me. Like, why does the shaming aspect come in? Like, because they're even like having him fuck around with the guys in some capacity. To me, that suggests that like the sex that he's having with these guys is like a shame aspect for him. You need the Blades of Chaos for that? Yeah, I think I remember that.
Just because I was, hurt and everything. And I never saw it as, oh, I'm hurt and you're out going, doing this stuff. It was just seemed fair.
But you're fully functional now.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the one, because the doctor flat out told me I'd never be able to ride a motorcycle again, so I wouldn't be able to hold it up. And 4 years after the wreck, she pushed me to get another bike. Because I was
She's trying to kill you. What the fuck?
around the house one day, and she was like, look, let's go to the Harley dealership. And I was like, why? We went down there, and I sat on one and just started crying. And then we bought it a week later, and it's just been, bought another one like 6 months later. That one time we had 3 bikes, and now we just have 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seems like you guys have a great relationship.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Like,
No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like that at all, brother.
The other girls said that they'll be like, we're going to save you from her and give you what you deserve. I'm like, this woman wiped my ass for years because I couldn't, physically turn around. I was like, you don't get much.
Okay, that's fine. I get the commitment, but Jesus Christ, your relationship is completely like centralized on fucking treating you like shit. What the fuck?
Much more loving or devoted than that.
So you would. It seems like it's obvious that you guys love each other,
Oh, yes.
but you're just very open-minded compared to
Very.
most people.
Wow.
Yeah, I say compared to most people nowadays, very, yes.
Wow.
All right, Sarah and Dakota, thank you so much for sharing your stories.
Thank you
Very
for letting us.
fascinating. Thank you.
That was incredible. Thank you. I appreciate you guys sharing your story, because it's kind of funny to me. Like, it's one of those things where it's fucked up, but it makes me laugh a little bit. I know it's horrible, but that's life, brother. Okay. All right. God damn, that's fucking brutal, bro. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and another special shout out to all my Patreon and Twitch subs. If you'd like to support this channel further than you already have by just watching the video alone, go down to the links below where you can sub on my Patreon, which will allow you to get your name on this beautiful black wall. Or you can go to the Twitch page and you can actually use a free Amazon Prime sub, if you have Amazon Prime, to subscribe. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.